in the locker room should stay there. But some people love drama.
The Lakers are currently engulfed in chaos, and the situation has the entire NBA talking. According to insiders, tensions boiled over in the locker room after a confrontation between LeBron James and Luka Dončić, sparked by a shift LeBron never expected to happen so quickly. Luka didn't just arrive in Los Angeles, he took control. Almost overnight, the balance of power within the organization changed, and everyone noticed. For 6 years, LeBron had been the unquestioned leader in LA, the voice the franchise revolved around. But the moment Luka arrived, the spotlight moved with him. That reality became impossible to ignore after a recent game, when Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka walked past LeBron and followed Luka into the tunnel, leaving a stunned LeBron behind. It was a small moment, but it sent a loud message. The hierarchy had changed. The atmosphere around the team has shifted completely. The Lakers no longer move the way they once did, and the front office appears fully committed to Luka as the franchise centerpiece. He's the one running the offense, commanding the locker room, and receiving the attention and admiration that once belonged to LeBron. This isn't just rumor or speculation. It's visible on the court. Luka is piling up triple-doubles, hitting impossible shots, and elevating everyone around him. LeBron is still producing, but the reality is clear. There's a new leader in Los Angeles. Even the team's future planning and public image reflect this shift. Social media feeds are dominated by Luka's highlights, celebrations, and locker room moments, while LeBron's presence has noticeably faded. NBA legends who once praised LeBron as the face of the league are now speaking about Luka as the symbol of the next era. What makes the situation so striking is that it's unfolding while LeBron is still on the roster. He always knew Luka was destined for greatness, but not this fast and not this decisively. Luka has become more than just another superstar. He represents the Lakers' vision for the next decade. For perhaps the first time in his career, LeBron finds himself feeling like the odd man out. He's always been the alpha, the reason he left Cleveland in 2010 to take control of his destiny. Now, that control appears to be slipping as the organization's focus locks in on Luka, a reality everyone inside the building seems to recognize. Everything reached a boiling point after the blockbuster trade that shocked the league. When news broke that Luka Dončić was heading to Los Angeles in exchange for Anthony Davis and several key pieces, the basketball world erupted. A prime All-NBA guard leaving Dallas for the Lakers was the kind of move that reshaped the league overnight. Fans, analysts, and former players reacted instantly, with many calling it one of the boldest trades in NBA history. Even Luka admitted the move didn't feel real at first, saying it felt like an elaborate prank. After spending his entire career in Dallas, waking up as the Lakers' newest megastar was surreal. In Los Angeles, however, the reaction was immediate and overwhelming. Fans embraced Luka as the chosen one, the player destined to restore the franchise to glory. And that reception only confirmed just how dramatically the Lakers' future had changed. When Luka Dončić stepped onto the stage for his first Lakers press conference, the shift was immediate and impossible to miss. The energy in the room, the cameras, and the crowd all gravitated toward him, sending a clear message that a new face of the franchise had arrived. LeBron James wasn't pushed out, but he was no longer at the top of the hierarchy, and that reality is what has begun to fracture the locker room. The Lakers front office, led by Rob Pelinka, didn't try to hide its excitement. Pelinka openly described Luka as the centerpiece of the franchise's next era, making it feel as though the LeBron era was already being boxed up and set aside. The timing only added to the sting. As the blockbuster trade went through, LeBron was dealing with lingering calf and foot injuries that kept him sidelined in ways rarely seen throughout his career. While he struggled to stay healthy, the organization rolled out the red carpet for its new superstar. In interviews, LeBron initially laughed off the trade, saying he thought it was a joke and couldn't believe Anthony Davis was really gone, admitting it didn't feel real until he saw Luka wearing a Lakers jersey on Media Day. He offered praise for Luka, but the underlying shift in power was already obvious. The Lakers are currently engulfed in chaos, and the NBA can't stop talking about it. Reports indicate that LeBron James and Luka Dončić recently clashed in the locker room, a confrontation fueled by a seismic shift in the team's hierarchy. For 6 years, LeBron had been the undisputed leader in Los Angeles, but Luka's arrival flipped the balance of power almost overnight. Fans first noticed the change when Lakers GM Rob Pelinka walked past LeBron to follow Luka into the tunnel after a recent game. The organization's focus has clearly shifted toward Luka, and even LeBron, the man who has defined the Lakers for years, suddenly seems like an afterthought. This isn't just a case of a new superstar joining the team, it's a full-blown takeover. According to insiders, locker room energy shifted immediately, leaving confusion and tension in its wake. Staff members reportedly struggled to figure out who was truly in charge. LeBron's history of control from his early days in Cleveland to Miami and Los Angeles makes this upheaval particularly striking. He has long shaped rosters, coaching decisions, and media narratives to fit his vision. From Kevin Love's immediate trade in 2014 to the promotion of preferred assistants and influence over Bronny's path, LeBron has always been the mastermind of his environment. But with Luka's arrival, the dynamic has completely changed. Suddenly, the respect, attention, and influence that once centered on LeBron are now directed at Luka. Priority meetings, coaching input, and media attention all favor Luka, creating a new power hierarchy in the organization. The shift happened so quickly that even players and staff were stunned. Rumors have circulated that LeBron confronted Luka directly, leading to heightened tension in the locker room, raised voices, and almost physical altercations. Fans caught a telling moment during a game timeout when LeBron ignored Luka while shaking another player's hand, signaling just how deep the divide had grown. This is not a minor disagreement. It is a clear power struggle. LeBron, long accustomed to being the general, the closer, and the ultimate decision-maker, now faces a competitor whose dominance comes naturally through talent rather than politics or PR. Luka's presence, energy, and media spotlight are eroding the aura LeBron spent 2 decades cultivating in Los Angeles. The question on everyone's mind, is this still LeBron's team, or has Luka quietly claimed the throne? This isn't mere speculation, it's a visible shift with profound implications for the franchise. The tension has been amplified by how teammates and the broader league have reacted. Young players like Austin Reeves have openly praised Luka's leadership, calling him one of the best players in the league and emphasizing the way he elevates everyone around him. His statement, "Luka's the one we ride with," signifies not only respect but loyalty, underscoring the growing momentum behind Luka and the challenge it poses to LeBron's longtime dominance. The Lakers and the NBA as a whole are witnessing a dramatic reordering of influence, one that has shaken the league and may continue to reverberate for years.
Prime Luka, right? So we're set for the next 10, 15 years.
What you think of the trade with Luka Dončić?
Great.
And it doesn't stop there. Even the legends LeBron once idolized are showing Luka Dončić significant respect. Allen Iverson, famous for his unfiltered honesty and straightforward takes, spoke about Luka on a podcast and showered him with praise, signaling that the young star is earning admiration not just from teammates and fans, but from the very icons who once set the standard in the league. Where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started.